squaring off.
Touch him. That's the closest you're gonna get to him. Touch him. Touch him all you want. That's the closest you're gonna get to him.
I'm gonna cook you bad. Real bad. Make sure you ready though.
I'm always ready.
Make sure you ready.
Undefeated 35.
And you not even big.
Alright. 2 belts.
Make sure you ready.
You look upset.
Make sure you ready. I'm having fun, baby.
I'm having fun.
I'm having fun with this.
This is what I do. This is what I do.
Boy. Them things come back home with me.
Touch him one more time. Last time you're gonna touch him. Last time you're gonna touch him.
What you gonna do? You ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't gonna do nothing. Yeah. What's up? Yeah. He don't want them joints. Yeah. Like I said, he a solid fighter, good fighter, but it's levels, and I'm really gonna show him why I'm the best in the world.
Right, and as far as weight, you was talking about moving up to 54, and that being a big difference. Yeah. And you were talking about sparring bigger guys, man. You're putting them out.
Bro, I box bigger guys. I fight bigger guys. Every time I box somebody bigger, I put him out. He not even. He's talking about he bigger or whatever. He not even big. He got on like little hill platform shoes. Like we're the same height, bro. Like.
The official stare-down between Xander Zayas and Jaron Ennis quickly became heated and full of tension. Keep your eyes on me. I'm grinning. I feel good.
I'm smiling. I'm happy. I'm happy.
That ticker.
Come on, I'm happy. I'm happy.
You happy?
Yeah,
Is you ready, though?
I'm always
ready. Is you ready?
I'm always ready. I've been ready my whole life. I've been ready my whole life. Been with my whole life.
That's cool. These babies come home with me.
Yeah. Touch him.
June 27, they come home
That's
with
the
me.
closest you can get
They
to
come
them.
home with me.
That's the closest you can get to
I
them.
guarantee that. I guarantee that.
I promise.
You better not make no mistakes. I
never
guarantee
make
that.
mistakes. I'm perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
What began as a calm face-off soon turned intense as tempers rose, forcing members from both camps to step in and pull the fighters apart before the situation got worse.
I'm gonna show you.
I guarantee you don't make no mistakes.
I'm gonna show you.
I ain't gonna miss. I ain't gonna miss.
Small, man.
You're small. You small.
Small.
You're a baby. And I'm gonna show you.
Alright.
And when I touch you, I know you're going down when I touch you for sure.
Alright. You small.
I guarantee you.
Yeah.
I guarantee you.
I like
I guarantee you.
I like it.
I'm not playing.
Alright. I'm not playing. Oh, I'm supposed to be scared.
I'm not playing. Yeah. He a baby, bro. He a baby. I ain't worried about him. No, he cool, yeah. He know better. He all right.
Hold that stare long enough, something like that is bound to happen.
During the press event, Ennis argued that Xander is not fully confident in himself, stating that a fighter who truly believes in his abilities would agree to a 55-45 purse split for the winner.
I'm gonna show you why I'm gonna take them belts. The belts come back on the Philadelphia.
At the end of the day, that's what it comes down to. That's what it comes down to. And I want to see it.
I'm taking them belts.
And
they come
that's
back
what
to
it is.
straight like that.
Hey, you're supposed to think that way.
Ain't no think I know.
You're supposed to think that way.
Ain't no think I know.
Everybody has to think that way.
Ain't no think I know.
All right. 23 have tried.
So you, yeah, I'm not them boys you fought. All right.
I'm not them boys you fought either.
If I would have fought them same two guys that you fought, they would have been bashing the mess out of me, bro. It's levels, bro.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell you, it's levels.
All right.
And you're gonna see for yourself. And I'm gonna make you feel everything. And I want you to keep that same energy.
I will always keep
everything.
the same energy.
Following the tense stare-down, Jaron Ennis boldly positioned himself as the top draw at 154 pounds, brushing aside Zayas' heavyweight sparring claims and reaffirming that he is still the most dominant force in the division.
I think at the championship level, weight really makes a difference, or it comes down to boxing IQ?
No, the championship level coming down to boxing IQ and who really that, and I'm gonna show. Like I said, on Fight Night, I'm gonna show I'm really that.
Did you find it amusing? I think I read it a little. I think he was saying that you was too small. Like, did you find it?
He tried to say I was little, bro. He the same height, bro. Like he gonna find out. I'm gonna show him. He ain't really too much to say.
Would love to know, do you consider him beside yourself? Do you think he's the best guy at 154? Just using the eye test of this.
I feel like he a solid fighter.
After the intense exchange, Xander Zayas responded with confidence, highlighting his power, physical strength, and sharp boxing intelligence, while making it clear he is ready to thrive at 154 pounds and fully believes in his rise within the division.
154, you got to make a little bit of weight. I'm growing, I'm getting better, I'm getting bigger. We keep controlling it. I have a great nutritionist team that work with me. The ones that work with Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, so they know what they're doing, and I believe in them throughout, my whole career.
So there's no concerns with you
Not
making
at all.
it?
Never. There's never been no concerns.
Zanny,
What do you see about his style? What do you see about his style?
Man, there's a lot of things that I can take advantage of. I got the speed, I got the power, I got the technique, I got the length, I got the strength, I got the IQ. There's a lot of things I can take into consideration when it comes to breaking down his style.
But he also mentions that you get hit a lot.
The same
What
way
do
he
you do
does.
to avoid that?
The same way he does.
Yeah.
Try to move my head the same way he tried to move his head.
Keep your head on the swivel.
Greg Hackett noted that Ennis managed to visibly irritate Zayas during the stare down, pointing out that mental pressure and psychological advantage could end up being just as important as physical ability once they step into the ring.
Xander stood tall. I'm looking for a good one.
Did that just sell the fight, G? Because at first it was, of course, they had these little back and forth with memes and tweets. But this was like first time, like face to face.
Yeah. I'm gonna say yes and no. I'm gonna say no because it's already a good fight. People was already interested. But that put the icing on the cake, to be honest. So yeah, that sold it. So that's why I say yes and it was a good job.
Would you make it a face off and the back and forth?
The energy went up because Xander and Boots don't really run across each other a whole lot. I mean, not that I know of. So I took it like that was the first time they seen each other in a while. You know what I mean? Since negotiations started or whatever. And I mean, and you know, Xander tried to throw out there that, you know, he told Boots actually sparring partner about me basically, which we found out that we don't really know if that's even true. But saying that he boxed with Murray Jones, I don't know. I think that was Xander's way of turning up, which it wasn't bad. I ain't mad at it, but I think tension, once they did the face-off, that's when the real tension started. And I think Boots got under his skin, the fact that Boots ain't take his eyes off him. You know what I mean? So it really turned up. And, you know, he kept touching the belts. But you got to
Leo Ruiz emphasized that Xander is far from an easy opponent, though he still gave a slight advantage to Boots, explaining that Ennis's established run at 154 pounds has provided him with crucial experience and a stronger foothold in the weight class.
Strengths, what do you see Xander's strengths? What do you see weaknesses on both fighters? How do you see Xander versus Boots going?
If I'm gonna be honest, I feel like it's a 50-50 fight. You know, Zayas is a you know, he's been at 154 for a way longer time, and Boots is coming up. But of course, you know, skills pay the bills. I feel like Boots could edge it off in a close fight, but who knows? You know, Xander could pull off the upset, even though he's a champion. But I think Boots is the more skillful fighter in a way. But Xander is no pushover, and he's a champion for a reason, and it could go either way. You know. But I feel like Boots could slightly take the edge on that one. Yeah, could have more tools in the bag. You know, I feel like he's really good going forward or back where he could box. He's a southpaw. He could turn orthodox, whatever. You know, I feel like he could adapt. And Xander's a good boxer. You know, he could box and stay on the outside and just win, just, you know, using his jab and being really good on the outside. So it's kind of hard to see, you know, to pick a definite fighter to win, but I think Boots will for sure, you know, take it.
In the gym, Boots' brother Derek Pugh Ennis remains by his side, continuing to oversee his training, instilling strict discipline and focused preparation so that Ennis stays sharp, conditioned, and fully prepared for any upcoming tests at 154 pounds. Tim Bradley breaks down the matchup, highlighting key style differences between Xander Zayas and Boots Ennis. He explains that Boots tends to respond with greater intensity when hit, while Zayas stays composed, acknowledges shots, and adjusts intelligently. Bradley also notes Zayas can absorb punishment and respond effectively, especially under pressure in exchanges.
With Xander Zayas and Boots, it's like you pick Boots off when you hit him. You pick him off. Boots get
the hell off when you hit him. Xander Zayas, he'll be like, okay, you got me. All right, he'll bring some hot too, but he more smart about. Boots get pissed off, and he get that get back. Period. He don't give a damn. He get that, and he come back even stronger. Boot, I'm starting to recognize Boot started he'll give you the green light to go ahead and touch him. Like, all right, go ahead. You know, whether it's a flaw, whether it's a mistake, he like, okay, cool. Oh, okay, all right. Now, I took your out. Now take my heat. You know, because I was watching him against Stanionis, and Stanionis got off. He got off a little bit. I was like, oh, okay, look at Stanionis getting off a little bit.
Both fighters share key traits, as they like to control the rhythm of the fight through their jabs. Boots Ennis usually circles laterally from side to side, while Xander Zayas often moves straight backward, a pattern that could expose him to follow-up punches. Bradley suggests Boots will exploit this by applying steady pressure and testing his defense. Each man also relies on counterpunching, with Zayas targeting openings with body shots and right hands. However, Bradley believes Boots performs these tactics more effectively thanks to superior speed, athleticism, and sharper movement, giving him a clear advantage in this tactical matchup.
When Boots turned that up, ooh, man, vicious. Vicious with them combinations. No damn joke, man. For real. And both these guys, they not real good inside fighters. It's funny because both of them are similar. I told you guys they're similar in a way because both of them like to be first. Boots like to be first off his jab. It's going to be a jab battle, back and forth. Jab battle. Who got a better jab? I'm telling you. Jab battle. I feel like both of them got good, decent feet. They do. You know, Boots move more laterally. You know, north. No, not north to south. He can move north to south, but he move more, you know, east and west. East and west. You got Xander Zayas. He kind of moves, you know, he can move east and west and stuff. He moves back. That's his problem. That's your problem.
Greg Hackett previews the fight between Xander Zayas and Ennis, focusing on respect, tactics, and mentality. He explains that although both fighters show mutual respect publicly, Ennis still recognizes Zayas for accepting the challenge and living the fighter's lifestyle. Once the bell rings, that respect disappears, and only winning matters. Hackett recalls earlier analysis of Ennis's head movement and defensive skills, questioning whether Zayas can outbox him. He believes Zayas must fully utilize his complete skill set, as a narrow game plan could be dangerous. Flexibility, preparation, and execution will be key, along with mental toughness and physical durability under pressure.
I mean, the truth is no respect, but it is. The respect is, I appreciate you for taking a fight. I respect that you're a fighter. I respect that you live a fighter's lifestyle. But once we get in the ring, there is no respect. I got to do this to you.
Okay. You know, they talked about the holes in the beginning of the game when they were referring to Jaron Ennis, him and his manager. You know, then he talks about how big of his head is, and, you know, talking about moving his head and whatnot. Do you feel like in this fight, you know, Xander has an opportunity to outbox Jaron Ennis?
I think he has to use his entire arsenal. Whatever's in his entire arsenal, he'll have to pull it out. If he's ready to do that, then he can make this a great fight. But if he go in there with a game plan where he's looking for something specific and it never happens, then you see the kid get drowned.
Even with strong preparation, a fighter can fall apart if the mind doesn't stay linked with the body under pressure. Hackett believes Xander can keep the fight competitive if he stays focused, adapts to challenges, and shows mental toughness. He predicts the outcome will rely as much on psychological resilience as on physical skill, with composure and adjustments being key against a skilled opponent like Ennis.
Do you feel like now, you know, seeing these guys face to face, I know you was talking about, you know, Xander's durability probably will hold in this fight. Do you still feel that way? And how do you feel like the fight will play out?
I feel like Xander has what it takes to make this a great fight. The thing is, this is what people they never think about when they think about fights. You can be in the best shape of your life, right? And you can have the best game plan. But if your brain at that point can't connect with your body, then all hell breaks loose.
Yeah,
so
it has to respond.
Yeah. So if mentally he starts to fade, then it gets bad. So the major thing for Xander for this fight is going to be the mental toughness, his mental strength. He's going to have to be able to keep his head the entire fight. He can't have those little laps where you're trying to figure out, all right, what should I do next?
Chris Mannix points out that Xander Zayas has been unusually active in arranging his next bout himself. Rather than depending fully on promoters or managers, he has consistently spoken up and pushed for a fight with Ennis. Mannix explains this is not a passing request, as Zayas has repeatedly communicated his strong interest in facing Ennis and accepting the challenge it brings.
Zayas is the guy that deserves the most credit for this fight being at the stage that it's at. So the question I have is why? Why do you think that Zayas is pushing so hard to get this fight over the finish line?
Well, I'm going to put it in terms that you can understand because,
Is there really a need to just go backhanded?
No. This is actually a compliment.
Is there really a need?
This is actually a compliment. Why did you want to attend one of the best colleges in the world?
Good education.
Great education, yes. Correct? All right, so can education...
This level of drive shows Zayas moving beyond a passive role to actively shape his own career path. Mannix explains that he isn't just chasing visibility, but sees Ennis as a defining test for his future. By repeatedly pushing for this matchup, he shows confidence and strong ambition to step up in competition. His ongoing discussions with his team reflect a serious and strategic mindset, proving he is not waiting for chances but creating them himself, highlighting both his talent and long-term vision as a fighter.
A position for a great job to make great money.
Experience.
A great education,
well,
Mannix.
I mean, they're sort of the same thing, right? Experience.
No. Experience costs way more blood than education.
Experience, I'd argue, not to get too deep in the weeds, experience is way more important for job search than education.
Nowadays, but
20
years ago when you were wearing glasses and a geek, you would think that college education is the end of all. It's not. It's an admirable thing, but anything worth knowing cannot be taught. That's Oscar Wilde, by the way. So yeah, it's great to have that Boston college.
During the face-off, Xander Zayas appeared noticeably larger than Boots Ennis, surprising many observers, even if not dramatically. Depending on the camera angle, Boots can sometimes look taller, but in most views, Zayas seemed to occupy more space physically. This difference is understandable, as Ennis is still adjusting to the new weight class. Although he was a strong welterweight, moving up naturally alters the dynamics, bringing stronger opponents. Despite the visual size impression, most predictions still lean toward Boots due to his experience, speed, and athletic edge. Zayas brings youth and energy, but Ennis has the deeper, more tested resume overall.
Boots and Xander, great fight. Now, the two actually did the face-off and everything, and surprisingly, Xander Zayas looked bigger than Boots Ennis. So I wasn't expecting that. Now, it wasn't by a crazy, shocking margin, because you got like some photos like this, it almost looked like Boots is taller, but I'll pull up some more photos for you guys to see. To me, it looked like Xander was a bit bigger. And it can't be too shocking given the fact that this is Boots just getting to this weight class, right? So even though he was a very big welterweight, in my opinion, this is what happens. You could be as big as you want to in them little weights and the lighter weight classes, but when you move up in weight,
Xander Zayas has been carefully developed since a young age, joining the top-ranked system at around 15 or 16, which has helped refine his skills over time. However, questions still remain about how he will perform in a major high-pressure fight. Even so, his mindset is impressive as he embraces big challenges and is eager to test himself against Boots Ennis. He may even keep the contest closer than expected. Still, Ennis looks sharper, more prepared, and favored to dominate at 154 pounds. While an upset could come from fighters like Fundora, Ennis remains the clear favorite in this matchup.
It's a good fight. It's going to be a telling fight for both people. And we live in sensitive times, right? Where if you pick guy A, then fans think you hate guy B, right? I don't play these little games. If I thought Xander Zayas was going to beat Boots, I would tell you that. But I don't think that. However, that being said, I think he can do a really good job. I think he could push Boots, maybe even give Boots his toughest fight. And I wouldn't be shocked if he is able to, do better than people expected. But if you're asking my opinion, I would favor Boots. And nothing is...
As this showdown builds intensity, both fighters step into a defining moment of their careers where skill, mindset, and preparation will be truly tested. Now it's your turn. Drop your thoughts in the comments below and share who you believe will come out on top in this high-stakes clash.